office.
Joining us now, U.S. Representative Adam Schiff of Burbank. He's chairman of the House Intelligence Committee and is serving his 11th term in Congress. Congressman Schiff, good morning, sir.
Good morning.
An unprecedented level of security, as you know, in place for tomorrow's inauguration and concern about the potential of insider threats. This morning, we learned that 2 National Guard members have, in fact, been removed from the security mission for the inauguration. Are you concerned that tomorrow that it will go off as planned?
I think it will go off as planned. We will have an inauguration. It will be safe. Every precaution is being taken. That doesn't mean there won't be agitators, some potentially violent, who come to Washington, D.C. or are already here and plan on making disturbances somewhere in the Capitol vicinity. But, with all of the security there, I'm very confident it will go forward. It will go forward safely. I have to say, though, it's surreal. I'm used to seeing this when I visit Baghdad, the Green Zone in Baghdad. All of these, troops carrying AK-47s with, armored plates, in their chests with their body armor, and concerns about, insider threats. That's the stuff of Baghdad and Kabul. It's not what I'm used to seeing and hope I never see again in Washington, D.C.
Yeah, we've heard that from a lot of people who live in D.C., said they've never seen anything like it. We've all seen the video from the insurrection of rioters looking through documents on the Senate floor, rifling through some of the offices of Senate members. The laptop, we know, belonging to Speaker Pelosi was stolen. Are there concerns the rioters got their hands on sensitive information?
There are concerns about that. Now, I would think that none of the information they got is likely to be classified because that's pretty well secured. But nonetheless, there's very sensitive information. If, for example, they stole the speaker's computer, then that could have information about her schedule, which could pose a security threat to her. It could have information about her views on foreign policy issues, which would be of value to foreign nations. And so, yes, there are very real security concerns with data that may have been stolen.
Former presidents are entitled to continue to receive intelligence briefings. You're the chair of the Intelligence Committee in the House. Should President Trump continue to receive intelligence briefings?
No. Frankly, he has not been a good holder of classified information as the president of the United States. He has caused concern among our allies and agencies that we work with around the world, whether they can trust us with their intelligence, because the president has demonstrated a lack of concern and care when it comes to handling of classified information. As a former president, those concerns are even greater, whether he would seek to use that information in his private business, whether he would tip off foreign adversaries about information he received because he's not careful in how he handles it. He has and will continue to be a national security threat to the country, and there's no reason to be sharing that information with him anymore.
We've said today that the president's last full day in office that he could pardon as many as 100 people today. Every president has pardoned or commuted the sentences of longtime friends and controversial criminals. Why are there concerns about who President Trump could pardon today?
Well, there are a number of reasons, but most particularly because this president is using the pardon power to reward people who either lied to federal authorities to protect him or maybe have an incentive in the future to cooperate with the government. If you take someone like Rudy Giuliani, for example, the president may pardon him. There are public reports that he is under investigation. And the president may pardon him as a way of protecting the president from anything that Giuliani may know that could incriminate the president. So it goes beyond just giving pardons to people who don't deserve them. It goes beyond avoiding the Justice Department's, well-vetted process for considering whether people have done their repentance and have paid restitution and are deserving of this kind of clemency. This is just graft. This is just cover-up that is being contemplated by the president, and in some cases already executed in other pardons he's already given.
Yeah. President Trump will leave office as the only president in U.S. history to be impeached twice. But he was acquitted in the first trial, as you know, and the second trial, there are questions about whether it should actually happen, given that Joe Biden wants to move forward with his agenda. Is it enough to just say President Trump has been impeached twice, or do you believe that trial should move forward?
I think the trial should move forward. I think there needs to be accountability. And I think to protect the country, one of the other remedies in the Constitution through impeachment is disqualification from ever holding public office and public trust again. We don't want to go through this 4 years from now, where the president once again claims massive fraud, once again agitates and divides, once again propagates lies, and once again incites an insurrection. We made the point during the last impeachment that if he were left in office, we could expect him to try to cheat again. That's exactly what happened. If he is allowed to run again, we can expect the same thing to happen all over again.
Congressman Schiff, we appreciate your time this morning. Thanks for being with us.
Thank you.
Thank you.